Hello guys, I welcome you all to this video. Myself P. MOUNIKA, Assistant Professor of English, KSR College of Arts and Science, Varvam and Tiruchendur. Today we are going to discuss the Union of England and Scotland. First of all, we know about the Kingdom of Great Britain. The Kingdom of Great Britain was formed in 1707 through the Union of England and Scotland. The Union was merged the two nations' social, political and economic landscapes, combining their cultures, legal systems and identities. Next, the Union of the Crown. After the death of Queen Elizabeth, James VI, he was the King of Scotland. He entered to England and he started his government. The Act of Union 1707, they started in the beginning, they were not attached. There was a gap between the both nations. After some years later, they were joined for the reason of political purpose. The common people of the two nations, they can be divided into two categories. Highland people and the lowland people. The highland people, they were lived in mountains, and the lowland people, they were lived in a valley side. Next, the social context before the union. Before the union of Scotland was a rural feudal society with strong clan traditions, while England was more urbanized with the growing merchant, and they established some economic systems. Next, social and economic impact of the Union. After the Union, Scotland's economy became more integrated with England, boosting exports in industries like textiles and shipbuilding. The Union also improved infrastructure and industry in England and Scotland. The role of religion post Union. In the terms of religion, Scotland remained predominantly Presbyterian Church of Scotland, while England was Anglican, the Church of England. The union thus has significant social, economic and religious impact on both nations. Next one, Unit 2, the Methodist movement, the other humanitarian movement. First, the Methodist movement. The Methodist movement was founded in the 1730s by John Wesley and his brother Charles Wesley in England, aimed to promote a devotional, discipline and active Christian faith. It emphasized personal holiness, regular prayer, Bible study and social outreach, and encouraging a methodical religious practices. Next, the principles of the Methodist movement. The principles of the Methodist movement focused on personal holiness, social reform, evangelism and revival. Next, the social impact of Methodism. The social impact of Methodism supported for the poor through charitable work, hospitals and schools as well as prison, referred by providing education and spiritual guidance to inmates. Next, the expansion of the Methodist movement. The expansions of the Methodist movement involved its global spread to religions like North America, Africa and Australia. Welsh missionaries played key role in promoting global Christianity and engaging in social work around the world. Next, the other humanitarian movements. The other humanitarian movements can be divided into four categories. First one, the Chartist movement. The Chartist movement focused on expanding voting rights and political reform for working class people. The second one, the Temperance movement, advocated for the reduction to prohibition for the alcohol to improve social and public health. The third movement, the labor movement. The labor movement worked to improve working conditions, wages and women's rights. The women's suffrage movement campaigned for women's right to vote and gender equality in political and social spheres. Next, Unit 3, the American War of Independence, England and Ireland. The American War of Independence and independence in England and Ireland 1775 to 1783 was a rebellion by the American colonies against British rule, triggered by issues like taxation without representation and British influence. The conflicts escalated from peaceful protest to open warfare in 1775, eventually leading to the colony's independence. Next, the causes of the American War of Independence. It can be divided into four types. First one, the taxation without representation. The colonies were taxed by Britain without having a say in government decision. Next, intolerable acts. A series of harsh laws imposed by Britain in response to colonial resistance, further angering to the colonists. Third one, Enlightenment ideas. The spread of Enlightenment principles such as individual rights and self-government inspired colonists to seek independence. Fourth one, military contradictions. Tensions exalted into violent clashes between colonial militants and British troops, leading to open warfare. Next, Ireland and the American Next, the Ireland and the American War of Independence. During the American War of Independence, Ireland was influenced by religious and political conflicts. Many Irish were inspired by American fight for liberty and supported the American cause. Thousands of Irish soldiers joined the Continental Army, contributing significantly to the war effort. The involvement helped Irish nationalism and the push Irish independence in the years that followed. Next, the Ireland's role and the Irish Rebellion of 1798. In Irish, the Irish volunteers formed in 1770s were informed by American patriotism and sought greater Irish autonomy. In 1798, rebellion led by the United Irishmen and influenced by revolutionary ideas aimed to overthrow British rule. Although rebellion was suppressed by British force, its significance boosted Irish nationalist sentiment and the forces calls for independence. Thank you guys.